Hey there, Karan. I hope I pronounced your name right. So I'm going to show you, this is the phone you'll be getting. Try to clean off the fingerprints before I send it to you. So this is just a sign that your phone is indeed rooted, which is a good sign, so don't worry. So the phone's going to start up. So the phone will function completely as normal, even with the root. There's not going to be anything that you ever have to do differently just by leaving the root. You just get the option to do more things. So I'm going to show you kind of what those more things are and how that will kind of work. So I'm going to go ahead and log into the phone. I'm going to Alright, so I kind of reset this phone a little bit. So in general, the application that runs your root or is in control of your root is this thing called Magisk Manager. Now, sometimes this Magisk Manager, after a fresh format, doesn't really work right, so I'm going to show you kind of how to install it, just in case. I don't think you'll need to do it, but just in case you do, it'll be really simple. And then I'm also going to show you how to add apps that you wouldn't otherwise be able to add if your phone wasn't rooted. So if I click on Magisk, it'll probably open up and everything's fine. It's up to date, and this could be updated, but no big deal. But it's what runs your, root. So let me show you a few things. I've the 128 gigabyte SD card is already in the phone, and I have already put some software on there for you. So I'm going to show you my screen for a second. Here's your V20 that's connected. So this is your internal storage, this is your SD card. And you're going to see that there's these two things. This is Add Away APK, which is how you just install software that isn't available on the Google Play Store. And this is the Magisk zip file. So if anything's wrong with your root, you can just go back to this. And so I'm just going to leave these here for you. They're not that big. They're not really going to take up too much space on your SD card. So they're already available for you just in the SD card slot. So if you're in the V20, SD card, and then they're there for you. So for the phone, if Magisk isn't working, then you'll have to just reinstall it. I've shown you where they are. But more than likely it will be working. So now I'm going to format the phone, and I'm going to show you how to do that format process, right? So the format process is going to be almost the same as it would be if you weren't rooted, but I'm going to show you kind of how it works. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to go to Format, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Reset, and then Factory Data Reset, right? We're going to delete everything. I'm not going to erase the SD card because the only thing that's on there are those apps for you. So we're going to hit Reset Phone. I'm going to put in the reset. So if your phone wasn't rooted, what it would do is it would just automatically go through the root process. But since it is rooted, it's going to go into what's called the recovery mode, and it's going to launch something called Twerp, which is your backend root software. It's made by TeamWin. So getting this program installed is the hardest part of the root. This is probably what you had issues with, but as you can see, it's already installed. So if you ever need to format your phone, you're just going to hit Wipe, and then you'll hit Format Data. Right? You have to put yes to continue, right? Or you can just drag this to the right. I would actually suggest just hitting Wipe and then drag this to the right, and then it'll do its thing. So I'll do that to format the phone. But first, if there are any issues with Magisk, what you're going to do is, get your phone set up, you get it linked to your Google account, and if you try to run Magisk and it's not working, then you're just going to go through and go to those format options. Don't worry, it won't actually format your phone, but it's going to bring you to this window, which is where you want to be. Then you're going to hit Install. and then you're just going to, if this isn't automatically showing it to you, you'll hit select storage, and you'll select micro SD card, okay. Then you'll select Magisk, and then you will swipe this to the right, and it will install Magisk for you. And that's all you'll need to do, and the Magisk will be installed. But now I'm actually going to format the phone for you. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to hit wipe, and I'm just going to swipe this to the right, and now it's wiping the phone for you. And I'm going to reboot system, and now when the phone turns on, it will be factory reset for you. Well, I'm just waiting for it to start up so that you can see that it's freshly formatted for you. Yep, Android's starting. So there you go. So now it's all freshly formatted. Yeah, that's kind of it. In terms of blocking ads, there's a bit of software called Adaway. I had put that on the SD card for you. How you will install that is you will open up LG's File Manager app, and then you will go into the SD card section, and then you'll select the Adaway.apk. LG might give you some error message and say this isn't from the Play Store. Just select Install anyways, and then install the file, and everything will work perfectly. Just make sure that you install Magisk first and make sure that Magisk starts up. If Magisk starts up, then everything is okay. You never have to worry. But also, I'll be available to answer any questions that you may have. All right, enjoy this phone. I spent a lot of time with it, and I put a lot of energy into this phone to kind of make it perfect. And I had all the accessories, as you can see, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So take care, and thank you so much for purchasing. Have a good day.